Hi guys, and I'm sure you're all wondering what I'm doing on my own this morning without my sidekick. Well, you're in for a real treat. I've known Dylan for 10 years. He won his Michelin star at the age of 29, and he is the most exciting, talented and passionate chef that Ireland has ever seen. He has coached you for the past 5 weeks, and it is now time for your ultimate masterclass with my good buddy, Dylan. How are you?
Hi there.
Good to see you. What are you going to be cooking for us today?
I felt that to cook on Irish MasterChef, we should definitely do something Irish and try and showcase Irish produce. So I've chosen some wild Irish rabbit, Dublin Bay prawns, Irish broad beans, homegrown chervil and Irish truffle.
This is the ultimate masterclass. We didn't expect it. We didn't think that Dylan would be cooking for us at all through this competition, because he certainly doesn't have anything to prove, but he's obviously willing to teach us, which is a great privilege.
He only named out 5 ingredients, but it's going to be a lot more complicated than what it looks. So really interested to see what he's going to do with those ingredients.
Dylan will prepare the all-Irish dish of poached wild rabbit, roasted Dublin Bay prawns served with broad bean and chervil sauce, langoustine sauce and an Irish truffle dressing.
Now this is an important part here because this is the belly. Now what's really important is that this belly, that I leave it in good condition.
Dylan prepares the rabbit belly by opening it out and removing the impurities. One half of the belly will be used for a Ballentine and the other used for a confit.
Okay. See? Like an alien experiment. Now look, I have a wonderful belly, yeah? It's completely not ripped, it's not shredded, nothing's happened to it.
The rack is prepared by scraping the bones and pulling them out from the loin. The contestants must be very careful not to break the bones, as they need to be intact for plating up. The belly is then carefully removed from the rack.
Now we have this little rack here, okay?
For the confit, the belly is placed in a vac-pack bag with lemon, thyme, garlic and seasoning, and will be cooked in a water bath for 2.5 hours.
This is a wonderful water bath. And in here, I have this at 64 degrees, and you'll have the same, okay? So I'm gonna pop this in here.
All the elements of this dish will be brought together with a langoustine sauce. To start this process, the shellfish are placed on a very hot roasting tray. Shallots, carrots, garlic and fennel, among other herbs and spices, are cooked in a pot.
Now, come in, it's very important that you understand this. See how this is working?
Yeah.
I'm not boiling it, I'm frying it. If I move that around, and I watched you do it yesterday, keep cooling the pan down. It's really important that you keep the heat in the pan. If you keep moving that, you drop the temperature. You drop the temperature, you're going to take longer to fry it. So you need to understand what's going on inside the pan, yeah?
The roasted langoustine bones and shells are placed in the pot and allowed to simmer for an hour.
Wonderful. Prawns.
For the rolling of the rabbit Ballentine, Dylan uses the second cut of belly.
I'm going to work with the natural shape of the beast, which means that that belly was around there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was around that. So I'm not going against the grain, which is rolling it the other way, which would be unnatural.
Extra langoustines will be needed for the Ballentine filling.
What I always do is if you hold a prawn like that, you nip it at the back, but at the bottom, you're more likely to get that entrail out. When they're just really banging fresh and they're just alive, it's so much easier to do it. Yeah.
The Ballentine is stuffed with 2 rabbit loins and the langoustines. The contestants must also make a truffle mousse to pipe through this.
And I'm wrapping it around.
Have you been doing this dish for long? Is this...
I've never done this dish before until the other day.
No. Okay.
I've cooked prawns, I've cooked rabbits, I've cooked broad beans,
Yeah.
but never these marriage necessarily together. I did do a frog's leg version of this before.
Very nice.
To finish off the langoustine sauce, double cream is added to the stock and it's cooked for a further 2 minutes.
Just to take it to that so it's going to be even more silky smooth, what we do is...
Not pass it.
No, blitz it. So what we're going to do is emulsify it back into itself like a mayonnaise. Does everybody want to taste this now? This is really important. That's where it is as a base. All right, now watch where we take it to. It's what's important. Okay, so salt, sugar, and acidity.
For them to replicate Dylan's sauce exactly, it is imperative that the contestants can taste the difference that the seasoning has made.
It's so much more alive.
Oh, lemon is...
It's just woken the whole thing right up now and it tastes alive, doesn't it?
After 2.5 hours in the water bath, the rabbit belly is ready. The challenge now is preparing all the other components in unison so they go freshly cooked onto the plate.
Rabbit comes out.
See into that.
Wow. Now, do you hear that?
Aeration, yeah.
Exactly. We're getting to lose our ears and our taste buds and our eyes. Perfectly cooked. Prawn leaning on the front one, one on the side. All the bones are standing up and we've one on top of each one.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful broad bean flowers and then a little bit of truffle. And there we have our rabbit, langoustine, a broad bean.
Well done.